Frankie here, and today we are going to hit on the nursing topic because I do get a lot of this question. But before we get started, if you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that bell button so you will be notified of when I put up a new video every Tuesday and Friday. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, but give this video a thumbs up. I get this question so much from coworkers, from friends, from family, and the question that I get a lot is, which one do I prefer, home health care or nursing home? And I will just say hands down, I prefer home health care. So I must say hands down, I prefer home health care. Yes, 100%. But I will go ahead and give you guys a couple of the pros and cons of each. So if you have seen my last nursing video, I do give you guys the pros and cons of home health care. Now, the one thing, as you guys know, is that I'm an introvert. I absolutely kind of like being by myself. Not saying, I'm good at managing others, but I just prefer to kind of be my own boss and kind of just mind my business. That is just my personality. So that's probably one of the big reasons why I do like home health. Home health, normally you are the only nurse in the home at the time, or if you're a CNA, sometimes you could be the only CNA in that home, for a short amount of time until a nurse get there, or just if they just require a CNA, you could be the only CNA there. Now with the nursing home, of course, you have others that you have to manage. If you are a nurse, then you do have CNAs that are under you, that you are responsible for. So whether they do their job or not, is gonna all come back to you. So if you delegate them to go and do something and they don't do it, a lot of the time management is going to come to you first to see what happened and why they did not do it. Okay, so you are more so the one that they come to if things are not getting done, which you have no control over. And that's one of the big things. Like, everybody has their own personalities and people move at the pace they want to move. So if they don't do it, really all you can do is really just go and double check their work to see if they have done it, and and go from there. Another thing with the home health care that I will say is that with your hours, you can have a set schedule if you would like with a patient that you like, but say that your patient get put into the hospital for whatever reason, then you are responsible for filling those hours that you're going to be missing. So I would say that the hours and stuff is not really guaranteed because you don't really know what will happen. So if your patient does end up in the hospital for whatever reason and they're there for a couple days or a couple weeks, like you don't know, then you have to be responsible for reaching out to your company and asking them, hey, do you guys have any open shifts for this day during this time? And sometimes they may, and then a lot of times that they may not have those shifts available for you. So then you just have to miss out on money. Okay, which we don't like that. Okay, we don't like missing out on money. So you may have to miss out on money. With the nursing home, you're pretty much guaranteed your hours. You don't have to worry about, even if a patient gets into the hospital, there's a ton of other patients still there that needs care. So you don't have to worry about if someone gets into the hospital and you getting your hours. You're going to get your hours at the nursing home. A lot of times you will even get overtime because they are so short-staffed. So that is another thing. So another point that I kind of want to hit on is that with the nursing home, they are willing to pay you a little bit more than if you were at home health care. Because home health care and their business mind, their business freaking strategy is that, oh, you only have one patient, so you should not get paid that much. That's when you need to negotiate, honey, which I do kind of talk about in my last video, and I keep referring to that because I did give a lot of pros and cons of the home health care. It was just strictly about that, and I will put that video down below. So for like the second or third time, I'm sure I've mentioned it, I will put the video down below for you guys. But the nursing home, they're a little bit more flexible with their pay, so you can kind of negotiate because they are so short-staffed. Another thing that I will compare between the two is that, as I mentioned, they're short-staffed. You know, it's a stressful environment when you don't have the team of people that you need and the staff. So that makes it very stressful for a nurse and for a CNA. For home health care, really, you don't have to worry about short staff. Like, that is not your concern, which is great because, one, you're not really overseeing anyone. It's just you taking care of your patients, and you go on the days that you go on. If they don't have a nurse for another day, that's not your problem. They will just ask you, hey, do you want to pick up? And you can say yes or no, but it's not like you're not working under that stress of, oh my God, we have all these patients and we only have 1 or 2 CNAs, and you know, it's just a big mess. So that's one thing you don't have to worry about home health care compared to the nursing home. Another tip that I kind of want to hit on, and I'm kind of like wrapping this up because I didn't want it to be like super long, but I'm just answering a question that I get a lot. So another thing I want to hit in regards to the nursing home and home health care, a lot of home health care agencies, they get paid weekly, and then a lot of nursing homes get paid bi-weekly. So if you want to get your pay weekly, then home health care may be the route for you. Other than that, a lot of nursing homes, with very few of them that may do weekly, but I only know like 1 of them that do weekly, that's a nursing home, but everybody else is bi-weekly pay. So you want to take that into consideration as well when it comes to working. So if you say at the nursing home, okay, well, you have 2 weeks, so if you miss a day or two, you have 2 weeks to make that day or two up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so your paycheck can be what it needs to be. In home health care, you miss a day or two, it's not guaranteed that week you're going to be able to work a day or two. You know what I'm saying? So if you work Monday through Friday and you miss Friday you miss Thursday and Friday, then you're going to have to work Saturday and Sunday in order to try to make that up before the next pay period hits. You know what I'm saying? Because it pays weekly. And if you can't find a shift or pick up a shift, then that's just money that you are going to miss. So that is one of the difference between the fact that you can make up hours, even though you can do it at home health care. It's just a little bit more challenging if you already are on a 40 hours a week schedule and you miss a day or two, then it may be hard to make that up. But if you are only working 2 days or 3 days of the week, then you can kind of, you know, you got a better chance of making that day up or that second day up or whatever. So for another tip, which is going to probably be my last tip, is patience. I mean, that's like kind of a big deal. Home health care, you only have 1 patient. With the nursing home, you can have up to like 60 patients. So for me, I don't like being responsible for 60 patients plus my CNAs. Like, that's just too much to like worry about at one time, to be honest, because you have to chart on these people constantly. So if you have a couple of them on fall precautions, then you are charting on the fall. You have to assess them. You have to make sure that everything is cool. You have to document that you assess them. Or if you have a couple people that have UTIs, urinary tract infections, then you have to document on this stuff. You have to give vital signs. And yes, you can delegate for the CNA to go give vital signs, but keep in mind and be realistic that if they are caring for 20 to 25 patients, then they may not be able to get the vital signs that you need right away. So a lot of the times I will get my own vital signs if I need them kind of urgently or right then and there when I'm, finna get ready to do my assessment. Then I'll go ahead and get my own vital signs. But if you just doing vital signs just on a person that failed 3 days ago, this is the last day on fall follow-up, then you may not be in such a rush to get their vital signs because they've been doing good for the duration of the 3 days that they've been on fall follow-up. Get what I'm saying? So that is one of the major things of why I did try home health care, is because I did not like being responsible for all of those patients. And if a patient colds or die on you, or it's a lot that goes into it, and it's a ton of paperwork that has to be completed, and not just for one patient. You have 60 patients, so just imagine everybody has their own unique situation, and you are charting and managing and doing all of this stuff just for one shift. It's a lot, and there's a lot of things that can actually go wrong when you have so many patients and not enough staff. So hopefully that helped someone out there. Hopefully it gives you a little bit more insight and help you decide which one you want to do, whether that's home health care or a nursing home. But if you have any other questions for me in regards to nursing, go ahead and drop that comment down below for me. But definitely go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you did find it helpful, and hit that subscribe button and share this video with all my nurses, my future nurses, all of that, because this is some vital information to know. That's all I want to say. I'm sorry if this video is like really long. I do apologize, but I do have an Etsy shop where I do customize and sell nursing gear for my nursing students and my everyday nurses. So definitely check it out. I will put the link down below for you guys to go check out my store and order you guys some products, from. So other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.